Hey guys, it's Junior. So today it's a special video I made for you guys. Um, Today's feeding day. We're gonna feed Oreo, okay? He hasn't eaten in about a week and a half. He's been doing great. He's getting big. He's still very adorable. Um, he's shedded once already, so that means he's getting bigger, and we're doing a good job taking care of him. Now this video is going to be a little bit lengthy, maybe 10 minutes. So you guys can watch the whole thing if you want. I'm going to show you how I feed them. Some of you have, seen me feed them before in person, right? So it won't be that new for you, but some of you haven't. Okay, so do you guys remember what we feed Oreo? Pinkies, right? A pinky is a baby mouse, right? And yes, we talked about how sad the poor baby mouse, right? But snakes gotta eat. They do. So a pinky looks just like this. So here are our two pinkies. These are frozen. I have two here because I'm gonna feed Oreo, and I'm also gonna feed one of my other snakes who's kind of small. So these are the pinkies. They're frozen. And we're going to put these inside of our water so that they can thaw out. That just means unfreeze. Okay, so that's the pinky. They call it a pinky because it kind of looks like your pinky a little bit. Maybe more like your guys' pinky, because your guys' pinkies are smaller than Junior's. Junior's pinky is a little bigger, so. But let's go feed them, yeah? Okay. Okay, so here is Oreo's cage, or his container. We're gonna get him out. You have to look for him first, because remember, he likes to hide. So he's right over here. He's getting nice and big. See him? And the pinky that we have for him is... We're going to do this. We're going to put this top here. We're going to put him on top so you guys can see him. See, there he is. And we're going to dangle this right in front of him, and he should get it. See, there he goes. See how you wrap that up? Perfect, huh? Job, Oreo. So I'm going to pick him up carefully. I'm going to put him inside his crate. And there he is. Okay, we're going to check on him in a little bit to see how far he's going, because this takes him a while, because it is a big meal, so it takes him a while to open his mouth and swallow the whole thing. So it does take, it's a process. It takes time. So we'll check back on him in a couple minutes. Alright guys, so right now, it looks like he finally got around the pinky's face. So that's the hardest part for him to get inside of his mouth, because it's the biggest part of the pinky's body. So he's doing a good job. You see how his mouth is stretching? How he's moving it around. Remember, he has no hands or fingers, so he has to use his body to kind of help him push the food inside. And his teeth are curved, and it helps. You see that? How he's slowly opening it. It's pretty amazing to watch. You see, he's slowly moving it in. Slowly. That's why it takes them a long time, because they have no hands or arms or fingers or anything to help them hold food and push food down their mouth. They really have to use their teeth to hold it and use their body to kind of push everything inside. So it's a slow process, but it works, and it helps them get their food in their tummy. So here's Oreo. He's almost halfway through. If you look really closely on the left side, you see the little arms, front arms of the pinky sticking out. Now, this is one of the hardest parts for the snake to kind of get in his mouth, because again, he doesn't have any fingers, he doesn't have any hands to help him push those inside of his mouth. So he has to get really creative with how he pushes the food inside. So you see how he's twirling, and he's using his body to kind of push things in. And again, his teeth are not going to let go. So you can kind of see how right here, right there, it's bigger because that's where the pinky is going. So his body's going to get thicker and thicker and thicker as he's swallowing the pinky in. And you see this top of his body is actually pushing the pinky into his mouth. So that's why they throw the coils around and they wrap around their prey. So their whole body has to participate in eating. It's really, really interesting. So unlike us, we just use our fingers and our hands to hold forks and knives and to put food in our mouths, right? But a snake uses its entire body to eat. It uses everything. It's really, really cool to see. Alright, look, he's at the very end. All he has left is a tail. Looks like a piece of spaghetti. He pretty much finished, guys. He did a great job. Look at him, see? And he's all done. And then he's probably going to just stretch around now. See? See this area right there? That's where the pinky is now. And it's going to eventually make its way all the way down here. And it's going to digest. See? And now that he's all done, he's going to go hide. So now that we fed Oreo, you saw how he struck. You saw how he coiled around his prey, right? That's how he eats. He ambushes. That means he hides before he gets his meal. But he ate. He did a good job. He finished the whole thing, so that's good. So now, I want to actually show you or introduce you to Oreo's mommy and daddy. Okay? I think that would be a cool, nice little treat for you guys. You guys can see what different colors these snakes come in and how big they're going to get, because they come in different sizes. Yeah, so let's go show you Oreo and Peaches and Pumpkin. I'll show you all the snakes. Yeah? Okay, sounds good. So this is Oreo's sister. She's way bigger than Oreo. Way bigger than Oreo. That's because I feed her more often and I feed her larger meals. So the more you feed a snake and the bigger meals you feed your snake and the more often you feed your snake, the bigger the snake will get. So this one is a girl. You see her face is right there. Her name is Pumpkin because she's orange. And Kenyan samboas in the wild, this is their natural color. They're usually orange with black or brown spots, like this one. So this is Pumpkin. I'm going to get her out real quick. See her head sticking out. So this is Pumpkin. Pumpkin is very beautiful. She's very, very sweet. See her? Look at those eyes. Just beautiful eyes. So that's Pumpkin. She's also the same kind of snake as Oreo, which is a samboa. They're from Kenya, from Africa. But this is their real color. They're usually orange with brown or black spots like this. Okay. Oreo is black and white because he has something that they call a mutation. That just means that there's something inside of his body that doesn't let him make the color orange. So his body came out white and black. But this is a regular sambo. This is what they're supposed to look like in the wild. See how slow moving they are? Now all of these sambos are the same. They move very slow. They're ambush hunters, which means that they like to hide underneath something and wait for their prey to come. They don't hunt it, they just wait, and then they pounce. It's a beautiful, beautiful snake. So we're gonna put her back. Let her dive in. Very good. And we're gonna go look at Oreo's mom. Now this right here is Oreo's mom. She's a girl, she's a female, obviously. She is also not a regular, she doesn't look like the other, like Pumpkin, right? She's not orange. So this means that this snake also has a mutation. This is a mutation called albinism. It means that it doesn't let it make any colors that are very, very dark. It loses a lot of its pigment. Pigment is stuff that's inside of your skin. And this snake, it can't make certain colors, so that's why this snake is kind of like a snow, right? It's very, very, it's almost like a cream or a caramel. She's a beautiful snake. She's a little grumpy right now though, because you see there's little flakes of skin on top. So that means she's shedding. So we're gonna have to put a nice warm, wet towel in there so that she can get some moisture and kind of get that skin off. But she's very, very, she's also very sweet. Let's see if I can pull her out a little bit. She is, snakes usually when they're shedding are very grumpy. So, but that's her. See how much bigger she is? Yeah, and her eyes are very different also. See, she has some shed on her face too, so we're gonna make sure we put her in and give her a nice wet towel. She's very sweet. This is she ate last week already, so she's not gonna eat again today. But that was Oreo's mom. This right here is Oreo's daddy. Now Oreo's daddy looks just like Oreo. Again, his body can't make the orange color, so that's why he has white and he has the black. But he just finished shedding. You see that? That's why we have that rock in there so that he can rub against it. But he's also pretty big. He might eat later on today. See if I can get him out. Let's see, he's a very, very sweet snake. You see, he's very, very big too. So this is Oreo's daddy. It looks like he has some shed on his head. So I think we're gonna add also a towel into his enclosure so that he can shed that skin that's on his face. See, his face has a little shed. It looks kind of a little milky, almost like a ghost. And that's because that's extra shed that he has on it that he wasn't able to get off. So we're gonna help him out with that too. And his name is Mr. Freckles. He was actually, look how big he is. That's my hand right there. So he's big. He was actually my first snake. He's been with me for about 8 years now. So he's 8 years old. And snakes can live up to 15, maybe even 20 years old. So he still has a lot of life left in him.